What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Money Monday with Dog and Pony, your weekly showcase of games that won't break the bank. I'm Dog and Pony, and today's free-to-play game is Insatia, made by Kozinaka. This game is currently in alpha and is available on itch.io and GameJolt. It also recently completed a successful greenlight campaign on Steam, so you should expect to see it there at some point in the future as well. There are 14 levels, each with interesting and unique mechanics. They all can be beaten in less than an hour. Today I'll be doing a casual let's play of the first several levels. Let's get started here with level 1. I've already beaten all of the levels, but we will start over from the beginning here. Have you ever controlled a worm? Actually, yes, I have. No matter, it's easy. Swing left stick to move, press A to jump. So I'm using a controller. Do you have an A button on the gamepad? Press it. All right. I'm using a gamepad right now. It doesn't matter, but I am using a PS3 controller with DS3 tool. It's not super important, but that was a little bit of a joke for the first level there. It says, Bob, stop making fun of people. My teaching system didn't seem to work out. Maybe one more time. And then says, nope, no stress. Let's start with the eggs. And now we'll get a little bit of a better intro into the mechanics here. But yeah, I'm using a gamepad. You can use the keyboard if you want. Either will work. I haven't really played much with the keyboard. I assume it's just as easy, or maybe even easier. Got gamepad, keyboard, or mouse? Just press something on it. All right, there we go. I'm trying. There we go. All right. So, in order to move, you have to wriggle back and forth. Right now it says press the B button. So I can move slowly in a straight line by pressing the B button, and I can steer with the joystick. Or you can move the stick back and forth, which it will explain to us in a few minutes. Well, probably a little bit less than that, actually. Let's eat a couple more berries. All right. Oh no, too slow. To play in the big leagues, you need to move fast. I'm already kind of doing that, but they haven't really taught me how yet. Yeah, the worm can accelerate, slithering like a snake. Release B button and gently swing the left stick. Let's give it a try. So, they want you to move back and forth like this. You're not normally going to see these arrows here. This is just for the sake of this level. And then, right now I need to complete 20 smooth turns in order to complete this part of the tutorial. Knock those out pretty quickly. And we're all set. So we've beaten the first level, which is, pretty much just a tutorial. And as you'll see, if you play this, most of these levels kind of are tutorials. Each introduces a new mechanic or expands on the mechanic introduced in the previous one. So it seems like what's available in the alpha is really just an extended tutorial, but it's a lot of fun to play. I got through the whole thing in one go and really just decided I had to feature it in today's episode. Look at it, its jaw. The worm opens when there is prey nearby. Yeah, so if I can eat something, my jaw will open up and I'll eat it if I get close enough to it. Pretty straightforward. We need to eat 5 fireflies in this level. I kind of skipped past that, but I'm not yet big enough. It says press and hold left trigger to inject adrenaline in the worm's blood. It slows down time and highlights edible things. So it really slows things down. This is significantly more useful later when you're competing with red worms that are trying to eat you just as much as you're trying to eat them. Yeah, we need to eat these fireflies that got into this red beetle area, but we're not big enough yet. Maybe now? Yeah, there we go. That's one done. We didn't have to eat it. We just had to bite off its head to incapacitate it. Probably didn't go about this in the optimal way, but that's fine. There we go. One more down. 3 to go. The worm has grown and become unwieldy. Hold B button to move. While moving the worm, turns will become sharper. So yeah, I can make really sharp turns like this while holding B, or I can just let myself sway back and forth. All right, 2 more fireflies, and we'll be all set with this level. The one thing I will say that is a negative for this game is it makes my thumb hurt to steer the worm back and forth over long periods of time. One last firefly. We did it, but I'm sure that's not as bad if you're playing with a keyboard. I do like the controls, don't get me wrong. It just can sometimes get a little bit sore. Oh, Bob, look, we forgot to activate one of the feeders. I'll do it in a sec. Feeder activated. It's working, judging by the picture. Some aphids will appear soon. All right. Just gotta wait, and there we go, some white aphids coming out. Wow, little white ones, so cute. Bob, I put the sign right there. Do not turn on. These are experimental aphids. They still haven't been tested. We won the level. It doesn't matter what Bob did. Let's keep it going here. This professor here says, holy test tubes, Batman. White aphids got in the bottom box and bread. Who will clean this mess up? Well, that's me. It looks like DogAndPony will. Bob could do it, but he managed to slip away somewhere. All right. So, this level, we just need to eat aphids. Here we'll also encounter some green worms. I'm not sure if we need to stay in the lead here. What time is it? Jump time? Press and hold the A button. Your worm will jump when you release it. So, yeah, on the gamepad, well, for me it's the X button because it is a PlayStation 3 controller, but I have it rigged up so it, using motion and joy, this is not an advertisement for that program, but it's the best way I've found to use a PlayStation 3 controller. So yeah, we can press A/X to jump, which allows us to move more quickly and, you know, altogether just get a little bit of an advantage in some situations. I'm not sure if I need to kill all these worms, but I might as well do it. Green worms can't eat us. We'll learn that, I think, in the next level, if I recall correctly. Super, the greens ate the dust, and I guess we'll just eat a few more. And, yeah, we're allowed to move on to the next level now. So, wahoo, party in the incubator. Everyone is hatching now. Some become adults, and others become hors d'oeuvres. I don't speak French. It's, you know, appetizers. Stay alive for 60 seconds when we'll write about it in the local newspaper. This is a timed level. Most levels are not timed. I can think of one other that is. I just want to eat this green worm. All right. So you can eat the tails of other worms if you're big enough, and the larger you are, the more of the worm you can eat. So you don't have to start at the tip of the tail. You can eat them at any point. It's just typically easier to eat from the tip. So here we go, just eating up these other worms. If you eat the second or third segment of another worm, it incapacitates them. And if another worm eats your second or third or first segment, you die and lose the level. We've only got to survive for another 10 seconds or so. And I think we're going to be just fine. 4, 3, 2, 1. That can be a little tougher the first time through it. I have beaten this whole game, as I mentioned, so let's move on to the next level. Alright, I see you've gotten used to it. It's time to show you one special technique. Give me a lightsaber and some shuriken. Not quite. I'll show you the sharp turn technique. You probably won't survive the next boxes without it. So this is a weird one because we've actually already learned this. I'm not quite sure. They even point it out, strangely enough. He does show us a couple other things beyond sharp turn, so hold and press the B button. Hold and press the B button. That's weird. And try to wriggle the worm with the arrow keys. It will twist sharply like a mosquito larva. So it's actually not the arrow keys. That's just a, oh, if you're playing on the keyboard it is. That's just a leftover bit of text that I guess they didn't fix for if you're using a controller instead, a gamepad. Good, now press it while turning to dive into a rapid turn. It will count. I will count your successful attempts. So we're moving, and then that's one successful attempt. That's 2. I'm not really sure what the point of this level is, to be honest. There we go. That's all 5. Good. Now press it while oh, no. Okay, excellent. What could be more beautiful than swallowing the whole larva in one quick attack? Got addicted to adrenaline, huh? Show me. So now he just wants us to use some adrenaline. We'll eat this dead segment of that aphid there. Not bad. In a difficult fight, adrenaline gives you a bit of time to think about eternity. Final technique, if you hold the jump button and do not release it, the worm will not jump. It just shrinks, then relaxes. Try it at a high speed. So if we get up going to a high speed, and that should be good. There we go. We can essentially handbrake. I don't find that useful. I don't think I've ever intentionally used that while playing the rest of the game. But either way, we've completed this level and can move on to something a little bit more interesting. It's now worm hunting season. For reference, green worms are harmless, black worms are dangerous only if you get between them and their food. But red worms are aggressive and mainly eat other worms. You're red, eat them all. So this black worm here won't eat me unless it's just trying to get to some other food and happens to eat me. As you can see, I failed that level because I got in the black worm's way. We'll start it over here. I want to eat this worm as quickly as I can to kind of get a head start. I missed it a little bit and I failed again. I am not good at this level. This took me probably 10 or 15 minutes on my first try, and I can't imagine I'll get through it very quickly this time either. But this may be the last level we play today. Alright, let's just get out of the way. Go eat some bugs. Oh, jeez. Yeah, sometimes the mindless black worms just eating other food and accidentally chomping on you is harder to deal with than the red worms that target you. I don't know if it's just because of something wrong with the way I'm playing or what, but it can get pretty frustrating at times. Okay, just get out of the way. There we go. Oh, jeez. I don't know what that does, but I have a feeling it's going to release red worms, which I don't want to do. Okay, I'm going to try to eat this big one here. Oh, man. He's getting away from me pretty quickly. Oh. There we go. 2 out of 8 worms have been incapacitated. I don't believe I've really participated in that. Probably mostly this other red worm here, which is going to be a huge danger to us as we keep going. Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go. 5 done. We kind of helped there. Obviously, getting as big as you possibly can is going to benefit you in this level, as well as many others, but as you maybe saw, it's not necessarily a deal breaker. Here, I died again, which was, I was getting pretty close too, so not the best time to lose. Neither is that. Really, okay, here we go. Let's do it. This is the one right here. Totally gonna eat something at some point. All right. Oh, I think a big problem I have when I'm trying to eat other worms is that I keep jumping, which has a huge disadvantage compared to just getting into a good crawl. But it has an immediate boost, followed by a pretty sharp decrease in speed as well. So you really just want to get moving instead. Let's try to eat this flea here. Or not. Okay. Someone left some food for us, which we missed. I admittedly, I have a tendency to, as I get more frustrated with a game, become less and less able to control it, thereby making myself more frustrated in an endless loop of just really bad gameplay. If I don't get this in the next couple tries, I think we'll just end it here, because this is where I was planning on ending after this level anyway. We might be able to do it this time. I don't know what that does. It's an on-off switch. I'm not sure what it's turning off or on. Oh geez. Okay, maybe if we can just chow down on this guy. Ooh. There we go. All right. With the red worm out of the way, all we really need to worry about is the haphazard black worms coming out of nowhere and devouring our entire worm. So far, this one's not bad. I'll play okay. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be all for now, but thank you for tuning in to No Money Monday. I'm sure you'll find that Insatia is well worth your time.